Hepatitis is a serious medical condition that can be life-threatening. There are many different types of hepatitis, but they all share one common symptom: inflammation of the liver. Hepatitis can be caused by several different things, including viruses, unhealthy life, and certain medications. Certain foods can also trigger or worsen hepatitis symptoms. One of the most important things you can do if you have hepatitis is to avoid foods that can make your condition worse. While some forms of the disease are more debilitating than others, all types of hepatitis can lead to serious health complications if left untreated. In this video, we will show you some of the worst foods to avoid if you have hepatitis. Before we continue with the list, make sure to subscribe to Healthy Lab and turn on the notification bell to help us grow. Every subscriber is much appreciated. So, let's start. 10. Red meat. For most people, eating red meat is perfectly safe. However, if you have hepatitis, you should avoid eating red meat as it can make your condition worse. Hepatitis is a virus that attacks the liver and can cause inflammation. When you have hepatitis, your liver is already working overtime to try to detoxify your blood. This can lead to liver damage and make your hepatitis worse. Red meat is high in saturated fat and cholesterol, which can increase inflammation. In addition, red meat is often contaminated with toxins and bacteria that can further damage the liver. Eating it can also increase your risk of developing liver cancer. That's because when your liver is working hard to detoxify your blood, it produces cancer-causing chemicals. These chemicals can damage your DNA and increase your risk of developing cancer. Avoiding red meat will help you keep your liver healthy and reduce your risk of complications from hepatitis. 9. Soda. There are a few key reasons why it's important to avoid drinking soda when you have hepatitis. Soda is an acidic drink, and people with hepatitis are at risk for developing liver damage from acidic beverages. Also, soda is a diuretic, which means it can lead to dehydration. Dehydration is a serious concern for people with hepatitis, as it can worsen the symptoms of the disease and lead to hospitalization. In addition, soda is also full of chemicals and artificial ingredients, which can further damage the liver. There are many alternative beverages you can drink instead of soda. Water is always a good choice, as it's hydrating and doesn't contain any sugar or chemicals. 8. Dairy products. Dairy products are loaded with saturated fat. This type of fat is hard for your liver to process. It can lead to inflammation and damage your liver cells. The saturated fat in dairy can also increase your cholesterol levels. This is a major risk factor for developing liver disease. Dairy products can be hard to digest, and when your liver is already inflamed, it can make things worse. Making healthy choices about your diet is one of the best things you can do to protect your liver. Avoiding dairy products can help you avoid further liver damage and keep your hepatitis under control. 7. Sugar. It's no secret that sugar is bad for your health. But people with hepatitis should be extra careful about how much sugar they consume. Sugar is metabolized by the liver and turned into fat. Too much sugar can lead to fatty liver disease, a condition where fat builds up in the liver and can eventually lead to cirrhosis. In addition to damaging your liver, sugar can also worsen other hepatitis symptoms. It can cause inflammation and make fatigue and nausea worse. It can also lead to weight gain, which can put additional strain on your liver. To protect your liver and improve your chances of recovery, it's best to avoid sugar as much as possible. 6. Spicy food. If you're one of the unlucky few people who develop hepatitis, you may want to consider avoiding spicy foods. Experts believe that the spice in certain foods can aggravate the already inflamed liver, potentially exacerbating the condition. Eating spicy foods regularly can lead to chronic hepatitis. Spicy foods can also make it difficult for your body to absorb the nutrients that you need. When you have hepatitis, your body is not able to absorb nutrients as well as it normally would. This can lead to a deficiency in vitamins and minerals, which can make you even sicker. Another reason why you need to avoid eating spicy foods when you have hepatitis is that they can actually trigger a flare-up. If you eat something too spicy, it can irritate your intestines, which can lead to a flare-up of your symptoms and can be extremely painful. 5. Processed meat. The dangers of processed meat are well known, and yet many people continue to eat it regularly. Processed meat is loaded with saturated fat, sodium, and other unhealthy ingredients that can wreak havoc on your health. It is also full of chemicals and preservatives that can further damage your digestive system and make your symptoms worse. One of the most dangerous health conditions that processed meat can cause is hepatitis. Processed meat is a major contributor to hepatitis because it is often contaminated with the hepatitis virus. People with hepatitis should avoid eating processed meat as much as possible. If you must eat processed meat, cook it thoroughly to kill any potential viruses. Eating processed meat is a risky proposition that can have serious consequences. 4. Salt. Salt is one of the most commonly used seasonings in the world. It's added to food to enhance the flavor and to make it more palatable. However, salt can be detrimental to your health, especially if you have hepatitis. It increases the amount of virus in the blood and can make the liver work harder. This can lead to further liver damage and make the infection harder to treat. Consuming too much salt can lead to serious health complications. Too much salt can also exacerbate other symptoms of hepatitis, such as fatigue, nausea, and loss of appetite. In addition, salt can also increase the risk of hypertension, which is a common complication of hepatitis and make you more susceptible to developing liver cancer. Therefore, it is essential for people with hepatitis to limit their intake of salt. 3. Fried foods. Fried foods are a staple of many diets, but they can be particularly hard on the liver. Fried foods are high in fat and calories, putting a strain on the liver and buildup of fat in it, which can lead to further liver damage. All these cause inflammation and irritation in the digestive tract, which can worsen the symptoms of hepatitis. Not to mention, fried foods are also one of the leading causes of obesity, which can further complicate your hepatitis. If you have hepatitis, it's important to eat a healthy diet that includes plenty of fresh fruits and vegetables, lean proteins, and whole grains. Avoiding fried foods will help you feel your best and may even help improve your chances of remission. 2. Caffeine. While caffeine isn't a toxin, it can still damage the liver. That's because caffeine is a stimulant. It speeds up the central nervous system, raises blood pressure, and increases the activity of the virus that causes hepatitis. This can put a strain on the liver, which is already working hard to filter out toxins. Causes your liver to release more toxins into your bloodstream and makes the disease harder to control. Caffeine is also a diuretic, which means it makes you urinate more. When you have hepatitis, your liver can't filter out toxins as well as it normally does. So, if you drink caffeine, you're putting even more stress on your liver. 1. Alcohol. Drinking alcohol is probably the worst thing you can do if you have hepatitis. In some cases, drinking alcohol can also lead to liver failure, meaning the liver can no longer function properly, which can be fatal. Heavy drinking can also lead to cirrhosis, which is a scarring of the liver. Alcohol can also make it harder for your liver to fight off infection, increasing the risk of developing liver cancer. People with hepatitis should avoid alcohol completely. Drinking even a small amount of alcohol can increase the risk of liver damage, liver failure, and even death. Hepatitis can be caused by several different things, including viruses, unhealthy life, and certain medications. If you have it, it is important to avoid foods that can make your condition worse. By avoiding foods that can trigger or worsen hepatitis symptoms, you can help keep your hepatitis under control and improve your overall health. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.